Hello, Internet. The All Things YouTube live show is about to start. As always, the countdown timer is going to come up. If you are watching this as a replay, go ahead and skip past it. I won't mind. I keep that in there because if I chop it out, it will remove valuable YouTube features, and I don't want to take stuff away from you. As always, we will have some audio jams going. Hot mic. Always have the hot mic, so you never know what's going to happen. And the ever-famous bald spot cam is coming up. Here we go. Gotta get the bald spot in the picture. I know, right? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. You remember me. I am Matt Haas. This is the All Things YouTube live show. It's a show where I help you make searchable videos people actually watch. Yes. Also tell you everything that's new and different in the world of the YouTubes. I am glad you are here. We have a fun show. Share this out. It's going to be a blast. Let's see who's here. Shalalala Productions. Hey, look at this. Nope, not that. This. Easter egg. I don't know what to do with this camera, but hey, it's there. Hi, Shalalala Productions. Jim Bashirs is here. Jim, I hope you're okay. He had an issue in his wood shop the other day. Jim Dockrell is here. Harneal Media, that's my friend, Mr. Steve Nealon. Talking tax. See, this is what... That's my tax stuff. That's what I think about taxes. But hey, you know what I like about taxes? When people tell me how to actually do it correctly. That I like. And that's one thing in my life I have not spent enough attention on is taxes. And I think I need to really get that going. Adams Exploits is here. Welcome. Jaden the Guy. Hello, hello. Herb Hooper is here as well. Whoop, where's the clicky-do? There it is. Other people are pouring in. Say hi when you get here. That would be fun. Yeah, well, that's me, says Talking Tax. Awesome. Yeah, I figure I would probably be in a better place if I knew what to do during the year and not just sort of rushing it at the end, because I always think I'm leaving stuff on the table, if you know what I mean. Oh, his hand's messed up. Jim, I wish you the fastest and speediest recovery, my friend. That's awful what happened to you. But he's in good spirits, and I'm glad he's here enjoying all things YouTube. Hey, let me run through a couple things quickly. You can interact with me on my Facebook group and get emails from me and reply to emails if you want. So go ahead and get in there, request access to the group. I'll approve you. It's a place where you can ask questions and be among other passionate YouTube users that are learning and growing just like you. You can learn from me. I have a course. It's 32 lessons are free, folks. I've been criticized for having this course be free because people equate free with low quality. Guess what? It's not low quality. It's excellent stuff. Get in there and get in on the forever free plan before it goes up, because I think that's going to happen. And if you want direct YouTube consulting from me, I'll go into your YouTube analytics with your permission using YouTube's safe tools to grant me access, not giving me your Google password. Never do that to anyone, not even me. And I will analyze it top to bottom and give you a remediation plan that's built around your own content. It's a supercharged, super speed boost to get your stuff up and running. You can donate, Patreon, Stream Elements. This one's fun. If you donate to this link, then they're all in the chat, and that link is actually right here, real tiny. If you do this one, the content creator retains the most percentages of your donations, so that's good. You can really help your creators out. And you get your name right here, and your name will stay there until someone tips over top of you. And I have the ever-popular Buy Me a Coffee as well. And here's where you can do affiliate stuff with me. You can buy stuff, same price for you. I catch a few pennies on these two. And this is what I'm using to run my production is Ecamm. And then if you want to buy a shirt, you pay for the shirt. But I set the shirts as like $2 profit. A rock bottom. They're just for funsies. All right. Open Q&A all night long, folks. Open Q&A. So if you have any questions about YouTube, any questions about thumbnails or titles, any questions about average percent viewed, any questions about growing, now is the time to ask. Open Q&A all night. And I do have a YouTube topic. Let me catch up on the chat just a little bit here. And excellent, excellent. A lot of good stuff happening in the chat right here. Oh, he has to type right-handed. Well, at least you can do that. I can't see you very well. Uh-oh, Jaden. Can everyone else see me okay? I hope that's okay. I hope I'm coming through okay. Excellent. Okay, let's jump into the news of the week. I put this banner up here so you can see something different on screen. If you're ever watching this as a replay, you can scrub the playhead forward to this area where we have the news of the week. And Jaden did ask a question earlier. Jaden, I will get to your question momentarily. Ask questions in the chat. And see, this is what I mean, Jim. I see you fine, Matt. It's disgusting, but I see you fine. Oh, where's the rim shot? Is this the rim shot? Nope, that wasn't the rim shot. Hold on. There we go. That's the rim shot. Oh, good. You asked your question a second time. Thank you. How do I build up my clubhouse? Yeah, you got it. I will answer that. But first, the news of the week. Let me pop over here. And we will go into YouTube Studio. News of the week. Oh, wait a minute. Before we do that, we'll go back. This is the news of the week right here. This Explore tab, that's new. That did not say Explore before. That used to say Trending. So the first piece of news is they changed an interface item. Now, from what I can tell, this landing page is the same trending landing page, but they did change this button because YouTube wants to make it more closely match the mobile service. See, this is what happens when you have a global technology platform. Things could be different between the browser on the computer and mobile, so you work to normalize that. And that's one of the things that they did right there. That's how they normalized that. That is the news of the week. And then after, in between answering questions, I'm going to talk about some key things you should do to grow your channel. How do you grow on YouTube? I have the answers, so stick around for that. All right, Jaden. How do I build up my clubhouse? My clubhouse people host. Okay. You do the same thing you should be doing about growing your YouTube channel. Look at this. Dave Gatton is here. Hi, Dave. He loves my piano endeavors. I have this channel. If you want to see me tickle the ivories, that's the place to go. I'm doing good, Dave. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to be building a certain tool in my shop very soon. And I think you know what tool I'm talking about. My Gatton CNC, yay! Got to get back at it. I just had some problems. How do you build up your clubhouse? You do the same thing you do when you're trying to build up your YouTube channel. You advertise off of the platform to get people onto the platform. You got to publicize your clubhouse account name, your @ name. I am Matthew999 on Clubhouse. So if you do @ MATTHEW 999, that's me on Clubhouse. You need to advertise that, and then you need to pull people there. That's step one. Scully's here. Scully's House of Thrillers. Hello, hello. Glad you're here. I saw your comment on one of my videos. Thank you for that. See, isn't that cool? If you watch a good YouTube video, put a comment in there. That really helps. It helps with engagement, and it's just cool to engage with the hosts of the channel, with the channel owners. Awesome stuff. Oh, look at this. First time seeing you on your own channel. Excellent talking tax. Amazing. Yeah, I see you over in the guild, the Creators Guild, and you had put out your logo there. That's a new logo, folks. What do you think of that logo? I really like it. I really like it. Maybe punch it up a little bit larger for YouTube, so it's you don't have as much white space. But the logo itself, that's fire. That is fire stuff. Well, I'm glad you're catching me here. Okay. Second thing you need to do in Clubhouse is you need to start getting speakers up into your room on Clubhouse. You will want to if you're the only speaker, then less notifications are going to go out. So what you would do is you would bring people up who have their hand raised and get the speaking portion really filled up with people, because everyone that's up there in the speaking portion, the Clubhouse will send out notices to all of their people that they're connected with, and then it's exponential. So yeah, try and fill up your Clubhouse with several things. So this is the All Things YouTube show, but I guess it's the All Things Clubhouse show as well. Stace Makes is here. Hi, Stace. Welcome to the channel. Says, hey, everyone. I'm glad you're here. We're talking YouTube. It's open Q&A all night. So if you have a YouTube question about growing your channel, about thumbnails, about strategy, about tech, I'm a gearhead. I've got all the gear laid out here, folks. Let me show you on my All Things YouTube. Let me actually turn that off. Put myself on pause. On my website, allthingsyoutube.com, I have this buying guide right here. You jump into this buying guide and you'll see everything I use and everything I recommend. There are affiliate links to Amazon, but it's the same price for you, and I catch a few pennies. So I go over everything from streaming cameras to the good cameras, and I have everything broken out on what you would want to know: the use case, my rating, the pros, the cons. You get it all. You get the good, the bad, the ugly. This is my camera. You get it. You get it. You get it. Any questions you have at all, I'm here. A Craftsman's Imagination is back. Hello, hello. Oh, sounds like a new channel in the works. No, Dave, do not dare me to make more channels, Dave. You know I can't resist it. Dave likes to joke saying I have 17 channels, which isn't too far from the truth, sadly. Can you give me a channel review? Oh, I can certainly try that. I will get to that towards the end. All right, let me talk to you about my method for growing on YouTube. And it's actually rather simple to understand. It's hard to do. So let me talk about this. So here is my graphic. Let me make this even bigger for you. Oh, I cut it off a little bit. One more time. One more time. There we go. Easy. This is easy. Publish a video on YouTube. That's where you start. Then you ask yourself, did you do marketing outside of YouTube? No. Well, do it. Definitely do marketing outside of YouTube. Put your stuff on Facebook. Put it everywhere. The more eyeballs you get on YouTube, the better. And YouTube knows this. YouTube, in developer speak, sees that as a session start, which means a new viewer started their session on YouTube with your video. That's good for you. They will reward you. You started someone watching stuff on YouTube. And if they watched 10 videos and yours was the first, YouTube knows. And that's one thing you want YouTube to know about you. And then you look at the average percent viewed and the CTR, the click-through rate. We're going to talk about these individually. And if the click-through rate is bad, make better thumbnails and titles. If your average percent viewed is bad, learn how to improve content of your video, because this is the goal here. You want people clicking on your stuff, that's click-through rate, to watch it, but that's only half of the equation. Once they're watching it, you want your video compelling enough that they'll watch most of the way through. Now, what are the metrics? What are the analytics? 50% average view duration is what you want to shoot for, or higher. And click-through rate is 8% or higher. Now, I know 8% doesn't sound very high, but think about it. If your thumbnail is shown to 100 people on the interface and 10 people click, that's 10%. That's pretty good. So that's what you want. Is Sammy Cool here? Hi, Sammy Cool. Glad you're here. So I'm going to show you how I monitor these two things. Where'd my cursor go? Am I here? I guess I'm not there anymore. Am I here? There I am. Okay. I'm going to show you where in the interface to do this. And then this is just repeat. This is just a repeat right here. It says, it's always in the next video. See, this is the concept people don't understand. Create and edit your next video implementing the things you've learned. Success on YouTube is always in your next video because you want to learn what didn't work on your current video, and then you want to improve it. Stay says, I do mainly live streams, but I'm going to start doing videos 2 weeks X to see if it helps my channel a bit. I'm of the mind you can be successful doing uploaded videos. You can be successful doing live videos, either one of those exclusively. But, and this is where it gets kind of controversial, but hey, I tell it like it is. I never hold anything back. In general, the easiest path, and just because it's the easiest path doesn't mean it's easy. The least hard path, I should say, the path, why do I keep saying pass? The least hard path to success is to have edited videos that people can come back to, that persist. In other words, the content is evergreen. It's good all of the time. Like breaking news is very hard to get traction on because it's only valuable that day. 24 hours later, no one cares about the story anymore. But if you have good content that answers a question, because people search on YouTube, because YouTube is the second largest search engine, Google being the #1 search engine. If you have good content that's evergreen and it's in your edited videos, that plus live streaming, and live streaming is most of the time, it's less difficult when you have live streamings to make the audience you have better. It's very hard to get new audience into live streams. So that seems to be the path of least resistance, is to have a catalog of edited videos that people can consume and get lost in and binge watch because the items are similar, the videos are similar, and then do live streaming to make the audience you have better, to remind the audience about your email list and about your Facebook group, about everything, you know, that. So that's the easiest path formula. Edited videos, edited videos, edited videos, boom, live stream to make your audience better. That's kind of my thoughts on the subject. But that's not to say you can't be 100% live streaming and be successful. You can. And that's not to say you can't be 100% edited videos and be successful. You can. That formula that I mentioned seems to be, on average, the least resistance path. Oh boy, Brenda G is here. I thought to be more successful, you needed more cowbell. Of course you need more cowbell to be successful. Brenda has an awesome comedy channel. I do a show with her on Thursdays. It's called Mind Equals Blown. The link is in the description. This is her channel, Brenda G's Designs. Love me some Brenda G. If you're not friends with Brenda, Find her on the interwebs. She's awesome. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon. That was me inhaling after the very long channel name. Hi, Chris Nealon. Glad you're here. Live streaming of me raking the yard this week, weather permitting. Hey, I know people who break out the ironing board and do ironing streams and just talk, and they're very successful. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Hey, there's my overhead shot. What am I supposed to do here? I have this beautiful overhead shot, which I've spent a lot of time and resources rigging up. Now, my plan is to put a MIDI keyboard here, and then during the show go and then pop over here and say, play the keys, and then come back, do the show. Anyway, that's what's going on in my head. Brenda G, I've done green bean breaking live streams. Yes, she has. Yes, she has. You'd be surprised at what resonates with people. It's crazy. I was talking to, who was saying it in the woodworking community. They did a stream where they broke down a pallet, you know, a wood pallet with shipping stuff on it, and how to tear it apart. Oh, it was Al Forte from Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. He's Kilroy79763 all over the interwebs. Anyway, he was saying that. He's like, it's got 20 times more views than any of his other content that he labors over and then meticulously edits and does the research. It's dinky little video where he's breaking apart a pallet. But you know what? It's evergreen. It will be valuable at any time. People would want to know how to break down a pallet in the future. That's just as relevant as it is now. It answers a question. How do I break down a pallet? It's unbeknownst to him, he tapped into the formula of YouTube. Food lover nation. Hello. I don't know about you, but I love food. I highly recommend food. Thumbs up this video if you love food. Shameless plug. Okay, let me talk about average percent viewed and CTR. This is how you do it, folks. Okay, let me come over here, go into my channel, and I'll go to the channel-wide analytics. This is YouTube Studio, of course. Oh, hey, excellent. I'm glad you're bringing the family. You can share this out with family, friends. That's very welcomed here. As Brenda G would say, I don't want to be the best kept secret on the internet. Share my stuff around. That's great. Okay, let's talk about click-through rate. And this is the secret. Okay, if you've just been like not paying attention, here's where you want to pay attention, because this is going to be internet gold right here for growing your channel. Go into the See More link on the front page of your analytics tab, and then modify the default screen doing one thing. One thing you need to modify. You already have click-through rate here. See it? So click-through rate is already defaulted onto this screen. Very important. But what's missing? Average percent viewed is missing. That's bad. So what you want to do is you want to click this plus, little plus on the interface there. Boop, boop, boop. Click that. And then you want to add average percent viewed. See it there on the list? Average percent viewed. Add that puppy right there.
Yay! Average percent viewed is here. I'm using my funny voice.
Sorry, I just had to do that. Okay, so now we have average percent viewed and click-through rate on the same screen. Now you have everything you need. So let's go on the next step. Why did you do that? Well, I'll show you. Here you can look at your average percent viewed. Remember, I said you want this 50% or above. So right here we have an entry. This is average percent. Whoops. One moment, one moment. Da, 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 da. Okay, yeah, there. This one's average percent viewed. So I have this video, which was the cheap voice changer I just did, 51.9%. Whoop, whoop, I got above 50%, yay! All right, and then you want to look at its click-through rate. So see how it says 6.0. Okay, that's close. You want that 8 or above. Now, in fairness, I am doing this at the 28 days default drop down. Click-through rate over that long amount of time, probably not the best thing. This is something you want to do maybe average of 7 days, especially after you publish that video. Now that voice changer video was published more than a week ago. So this is just the most current 7 days. And oh, let's see. Well, it's a little bit higher. Okay, well that's good. That's good. Well, when this is 50 or above, let me go back to 28 days just for funsies. When average percent viewed is above 50 and impressions click-through rate, or CTR for short, is above 8 or at those items or above, then YouTube starts doing magical things. YouTube will start promoting your video on the platform. How do they promote it? Well, there's sort of a low ranking promotion and a high ranking promotion. The low stuff is it will surface it in search results. So if someone typed voice changer, then mine might come up. That YouTube might choose to put that voice changing video into the search results. Okay, that's like the easiest, lowest type of promotion they'll do. Sometimes they'll put you in the up next. So let me actually go to the video. When you're on a play page, let me go over here. When you're on the play, see all of this stuff over here on the side? It could put your video there. When you play your video the whole way through and it stops, and it does this, look at all these videos. It could put your video there. Or if you go out to the front page of YouTube and you see the recommended shelf, all of these videos here, this is the front page of the internet. It could put it there too. Like this is like the premium cream of the crop area right there. So that's what happens when you get to 50% average percent viewed or above and 8% click-through rate or above. You have to have them both. You can't have one or the other. It needs to be both. Now, let's talk more about what you're supposed to do with this information. Okay, so now you know what you're looking for. Now let's talk, what are you supposed to do for it? So average percent viewed. Let me go into this video's analytics. See how I can hover over this? This little video card comes up. There's the default to see the... So now I've jumped into the analytics of just this video. See how it's changed? This is not channel wide. And then you want to go over on engagement and do the audience retention. And here you can play your video. There won't be any sound. And you can see what happened. Like, look what happened right here. Like, there was a steep drop off. And right here is a steep increase. Steep drop-offs mean you did something that most people weren't really interested in a couple seconds ago. And then when it goes up, that means someone has rewound the video and watched that part more than one time. And you'll notice as it's playing, you can see what's happening on the screen, and the yellow or the red line is where the video is at. So let me go through this part and see what people were looking at that they might have wanted to rewind. Well, what did I do right before that? It was probably showing that little part. Yeah. They probably wanted a second look at that part. And then what was I doing here that people dropped off? Well, obviously I'm showing my mixer, and this is not something everyone owns. I mean, this is a pretty rare piece of equipment. So maybe people just weren't interested in long shots of the mixer. My face isn't on the screen. So what's my takeaway? See, this is what you have to do. You have to sort of tease out what could have been in the mind of the viewer during this graph. It doesn't outright tell you. It won't tell you what to do, but you can get the sense of it. So use this audience retention graph and see what happens. And then remember I said it needs to be an average of 50% or higher, and I am at 51% or higher. Now, when I get down here, it really starts to slow down, and you know, one tip they tell you is don't predict that the show is going to end or the video is going to end. Just stop it. If your audience is surprised that the video ended, you've done it right, because as soon as they get the gist that your video is over, they jump. So why waste that 30 seconds or 45 seconds or a minute at the end because you've telegraphed that you're leaving? So that's average percent viewed. You really look at this. So once you publish a video, day 3, look at this. Day 7, look at this. Keep looking at this graph. Now, let's do the other metric, click-through rate. What could be happening if your click-through rates are low? Well, then what you do is you look at the thumbnail. I have a lot of live streams here. So here's a good click-through rate, 8.4, okay? So that tells me that this thumbnail and this title were good, because when you think about click-through rate, you know, what do you do before you click on a video? Think about it. I know this is sort of a dumb exercise, or can be considered a dumb exercise, but what do? You're on YouTube. What makes you choose a video to click on? Well, you look at the thumbnail and you read the title. Those are the only two things you can do. So if your click-through rates are poor, you gotta boost your title and thumbnail game. This one's very bad. This thumbnail, I don't think I've centered it properly. I don't think the type is as large enough, and it's very vague. So I missed the mark on this thumbnail because it's only 2.2%. So everyone is seeing this and no one's clicking on it. What's my takeaway? See, it doesn't come right out and tell you, but I would surmise that that's a vague title and a so-so thumbnail that's also vague. So I wouldn't do that. This is what you need to do. And you need to especially watch the click-through rate more often than the average percent viewed. Watch the click-through rate a couple hours after you upload. Watch it a day after you upload. The next day after you upload. The third day after you upload. Keep looking at that click-through rate and see how it changes. And try and do what I've just done to figure out what in that video needs to be different. Brenda, yeah, you're so right. People love to complain, but they can't stop watching you. That was the gist of her message there. Did I miss any questions? If anyone is asking questions, please ask again, because I might have missed them. Pallet wood is awesome for learner turners that need wood for a quick project. Oh yeah. Pallet wood it's a catch. It could be many different species of wood, but it's usually hardwood, and it's great to learn on for sure. For sure. My thumbnails are going to be changing.
Yay, changing thumbnails. I love that.
Yeah, do it. Midwest merchandiser here. Been lurking. Some good info here. Well, thank you. Oh, that's not mid. I thought I had this one up. There you go. Midwest merchandiser. I'm glad you're here. If you haven't already, please drop a like. That's something free you can do to help the channel out. I would appreciate that. And you know, I do have other ways you can support. I would appreciate that. That helps keep this going, because it's kind of tough making free content, but I love doing it. Here we have a question. I have noticed my views getting higher with each show, but the click-through rate is still at 5.2 for the last 7 days. So how can that happen? Well, the click-through rate will naturally decline as time rolls forward, because once the frenzy of a new video happens, it goes up and up and up. So actually, if your click-through rate is staying the same, you're actually ahead of the curve. That's good. You are consistently getting clicks. That's the trend that usually doesn't happen. Your click-through rate is much, much higher once you get all that engagement for the first time. Because if you're doing it right, you publish a video and you put it out on Facebook, you tweet it out on Twitter, you drop it in the Instagram with the link in your bio, you do all of the things. If you're a woodworking channel like I have, you might do an Instructable, which is an online website to make instructions step by step that can embed your YouTube video. And when people watch the video on Instructables, you get the click, you get the watch time, because it's not a copy of your video, it's actually an embed. All of that spike alerts the YouTube algorithm, which is just a collection of Python scripts, because Google loves Python scripts and Google owns YouTube. Yeah. So, yeah, if your 5.2 is staying at 5.2, that's great. That's actually really good. And then, okay, well, how do you get it to be higher than 5.2? What do your thumbnails look like? Do your thumbnails accurately represent what's in the video? That's a must. How many words do you have on your thumbnail? Do you have too few or too many? The subject of your thumbnail, is it a document that's way over here, or is it bam all zoomed up? I mean, there's things you could do. What about the color? What color are you using? I love the colors that you get a warning that you can't be represented in CMYK, which is the offset printing color space for reflective artwork. RGB can go beyond, and which essentially what I'm getting at is you can have colors that glow, that literally glow, and you can't reproduce in the real world. Does it have any of those colors? That will help catch people's eye. Jim Dockrell says, I'm going to make more videos like my last one. Awesome. Actually, no, they are the temporary ones, but I plan to try and change them because they will be matching the time. Oh, the temporary one. Are you talking the default? Like when you upload a video, YouTube will give you several screen grabs of your video that you could pick from. Is that what you mean by default? Yeah. Definitely create a unique thumbnail for everything you do online. Let me show you this one. So if I go into this video, hold on a second, content, video, you're talking here, right? So have you chosen one of these three default ones? Yeah. My strong recommendation is to stop doing that, because when you choose these default ones, you are doing the same thing that 95% of everyone else is doing on YouTube. Content creators create their own custom thumbnails. If you're doing YouTube right, sometimes you spend more time and energy on the thumbnail than you do the actual video. Mr. Beast spends a lot of time editing his videos. He spends an enormous amount of time just on the thumbnail. Thumbnails are critical because they are the thing that makes people decide to click on your video and the title, but the thumbnail. Yeah. Oh, okay. No, he's saying made my own, but changing them like the one for tonight contains my new avatar. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Get your branding. Get your branding. I kind of go crazy with mine because I have the same background color. Whoops. Same background color. Same colors. Same font. I'm trying to put my face in each one. So I want this to be very recognizable. Now I have some for my course, which I branded a little bit different. See, these are the ones from my course. It still sort of feels the same, but it's a darker shade of green. It's got the Be Awesome on YouTube course logo. So it's a little different, but the point is, if people start to recognize this as one of my videos, and then they see this flash by real quick, it's all the more likely that they'll connect it with me. Branding. People are like, Matt, you're always wearing the same shirt. Branding. I used all different colored shirts to see what color temperature my skin tone would be, and the blue worked the best for the camera. No amazed expression faces on thumbnails. I hope that trend is done anyway. Yeah, people have analyzed this, and they say if your mouth is open, the thumbnail does X% better with the open mouth. Pointing helps. Arrows help, and the almighty red circles. Red circles are like moths to flames when it comes to clicking on thumbnails. People cannot resist a red circle. It's just human nature. Yeah, here's one. Look at this. Well, not a circle, but a red arrow. You have a red arrow. Oh man, you're halfway there. And then if you have, this is so embarrassing. On my woodworking channel, I have the 4th most highest performing video I am so embarrassed about, but it has red circles on it and people cannot stop clicking on it. Let me show you this. This is insane. So no, that's not it. What? What's happening here? This right here. Oh my gosh. I know it's kind of pixely, but this video, hack the OtterBox so it doesn't suck. Oh, I was trying to be snarky and funny, and I wasn't funny, and I wasn't snarky. I came across like a jerk in the video. People downvote it like nobody's business, but I cannot get rid of it because it's just racking up the watch time. It's my 4th most popular video. Let me go into this. This is just insane. We'll go since published, since lifetime, and this is views. And let's go to watch time instead of views. Watch time. 43,710 views and almost 1,200 watch hours. I would be crazy to take that video down. And look at the thumbs up versus thumbs down of it. Where can I find that? Let me find it over here. I'll have to go back a few ways. This is just insane. Oh, see, like there's red callouts. People love the red callouts. They can't get enough of it. Let me go back a little more. I've got a lot of videos on this channel. Almost. There. Oh, where's the thumbs up, thumbs down? Oh, don't they have that up here anymore? Doggone it. Oh, I can see if I go into the video. Duh. Let me go to the play page. You can see this. This is insane. No joke. Look at this. People hate it. I have almost as many thumbs down as I have thumbs up. And this is another thing. If you could get an equal number of thumbs up, thumbs down, that's considered controversial. And then YouTube will show it to more people because they know people will watch it because they hate it, and people will watch it because they love it. Both ways they're watching. And what does YouTube want? They want people to watch stuff. So, yeah. Just by accident, I've stumbled onto this horrible ratio, which is actually benefiting me. And seriously, I think by watch time, that is my 4th most popular video. I have popular videos out here. Let me go to my channel and we'll confirm it. Miscellaneous, popular up. Yeah, look, 4th. This is my most popular videos. Most popular video number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Super embarrassed by that. Should I get rid of it? No, I don't think I should. Yeah, that should be my new strategy, Brenda, for sure. I only buy OtterBox cases for my phone. I did. And in fairness, this was 4 generations ago. OtterBox has improved. Everything I did to hack that OtterBox, you can see I put it on the belt sander. I'm going to. That's a belt sander in that little thumbnail. It's all obsolete now because they've listened to the feedback of the public, and so that doesn't even apply. It's not even accurate anymore. 4th most popular video. Do you know how many ads that has sold? Well, if you figure you get $1 per 1,000 views, that's sort of a loose metric. That's $43 this video made me. And if I keep it up online for another 5 years, it's going to make me another $43. That's a cup of coffee every month or so. I don't know. And for my monetization, it's going astoundingly well. I use Buy Me a Coffee for that. Excellent. Yeah, Buy Me a Coffee has no barrier to entry. Anyone can sign up for Buy Me a Coffee and boom, put it in their live streams, put it in their content. And the thing about that is Buy Me a Coffee is starting to get a large audience of users, and then that's one less barrier to entry. When you go here, for example, a lot of people have to log into PayPal or put in their information, and that's just, it's more typing. Now, it's not that hard, and you do get your name on the interface here, which is fun. Get a little bit of stuff like that. Oh, I forgot to show my Patreon users. Doggone it. Sorry, Patreon people. I was trying something new. Kind of got out of whack. Yeah, top Patreon supporters, $1, and then this is a sponsored show, Verbose Perspectives, last Thursday of every month. If you become patron, you get your stuff up here every week, and I shout you out, and I put you in the email newsletters as well on MailChimp. Get in on that email newsletter. You get links to your stuff and your logos on the email newsletters. Thank you for that. Yeah, so far in 2 months, made $425, which isn't bad. and 6 of those are from memberships. Okay, through Buy Me a Coffee. Excellent. Hey, listen, you are right place, right time, my friend, because what's everyone doing now? They're trying to get themselves prepared for the April 14th, did I get that right, deadline for U.S. taxes. I'm sure they're desperately needing your content, and they are thankful for your content, and they're showing you their thanks with donations. That's awesome. Chris Nealon says, if I want to boost somebody's channel viewing time, I just start running a video and let it play through as I leave the room. That's great. That's watch time. You've clicked, you've registered a click, and you've watched it the whole way through. You know, drop a comment if you have the gumption. Say, nice video. I liked your video. Oh, May 17th now? Okay. May 7th. Well, of course, the expert knows. Thank you, Talking Tax. Appreciate that. Yeah, I see. Most people get so hung up. Oh, I need 1,000 subscribers and I need 4,000 watch hours so I can get monetized on YouTube. And they think they're worthless until they reach that milestone. No. Fire up that Buy Me a Coffee, baby, and push it. You don't have to wait. The deadline for filing. Gotcha. Yeah, like I said, I really need to start understanding business expenses and what is and isn't there, and just better ways to identify those items at point of purchase instead of going back through all the credit card statements and all the bank statements, trying to find what may or may not have been a purchase, and then finding the receipt. Yeah, I also have the state home office deduction because my full-time job does not supply me with an office within driving distance, and I can take a small percentage of my home expenses and apply it toward the home office exemption, which is a complicated thing to do in the tax preparedness section. So that is that. Hey folks, I am starting to be a co-host of another show. It's called Casey Anybody Listening Live. And this is the channel. It has 8 subscribers. 8 subscribers.
A whole 8 subscribers.
If you want to throw a red button, or if you want to click a red button on that channel, that would be fun. My co-host Sandy Archer and myself do a show every Friday about entertainment and pop culture and the entertainment scene in Kansas City and beyond. KC is Kansas City. Gyms are done. Oh my God, another. I know. Someone tell me to stop, please. Oh, hey. Glad you're here. Yeah, that's you've done some graphic design work for David, I believe. And I've seen you over in the Creators Guild, which is awesome. I'm glad you're checking me out. This is All Things YouTube Live. I am here every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. This is a fun panel. This is how you can interact with me. Get in the Facebook group. I have an audio podcast too, folks. Put that in your podcatcher. Get in my course. 32 lessons are free, and this is my deep dive review where I'll analyze your channel. We have my other shows here. I'm going to have a third one, Casey Anybody Listening Live. There are links. If you scroll into the description and scroll all the way down, you'll see links to Mind Equals Blown on Thursday. I'll put that in the chat. This is Brenda G. and I. We do this show. Is that there? Click. Oh. There we go. That's Brenda G's show. And then if you want to, no, I'm sorry, that's for Boast Wednesday. Or no, it's not. That is the correct show. Sorry. I'm doing the right thing, thinking I'm doing the wrong thing. And this is for Boast Wednesday. I do with Robert Lee on the Shalalala Productions YouTube page and Facebook page. And then my show next week will be on the 12th, 7 p.m. Eastern, every Monday. Get your YouTube questions answered, and I tell you how to be awesome on YouTube. Yeah, I went through a routine you can do after you publish your videos to set your next video up to be better. We went over the click-through rate and the average percent viewed and what to do to make them better. And I have courses in my class on how to do thumbnails, how to do titles, how to do the description, and how to monitor your average percent viewed. This is in my course on allthingsyoutube.com. 32 lessons are free. And supplement this live stream with watching the title video and watching the thumbnail video and other videos in that course. It's free. Why wouldn't you take it? It's free. Guild, I love the Guild. The Guild is great. Have you guys checked that out? I'm on the app. I've got the app going here. This is David Foster's Impartial Geeks property. This is like Discord. Did you hear Discord is probably going to be purchased by Microsoft, which unfortunately means it's probably going to be doomed in a year. So this is like a much better Discord. It can do things Discord can't do, and that's creatorsguild.app. Is that how you get there? I think there's a forwarding there. This isn't owned by me, but you should definitely check it out. Creatorsguild.app. What that'll do is you hit it and it will forward to the space on the platform. Yeah, here it is. But I went a step further and I loaded the application. This is not a web browser. This is the app. Application is sort of like the big boys. The better way of doing it. If there's anything you want me to cover on a future All Things YouTube live show, let me know. I'm not hard to find. I'm Matt Haas everywhere. I'm on Facebook, facebook.com/Matt Haas, no space. And of course, I've got the Facebook group. Get in my Facebook group, people. This is free, and you can get great information, and you can ask questions, and you can help other people too. Sometimes it's cool to help other people. I love helping other people. You get a lot of enjoyment out of it. That would make me happy. It would not make me angry, but it would make me happy. Check out my course. Like, subscribe. Where's my bell? I have a bell here too. Ring the bell. I'm getting crazy, getting a little punchy. Thank you, everyone. We're going to end it here. Come back 7 p.m. Eastern and catch me on the interwebs. I've got shows on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday in the description. I got next Monday's show there too. Click all those links. Choose set reminder. Come on back. There's a lot of me to go around. Good night, everyone. Adam says good night. It's Discord on steroids. Thank you, Talking Tax. Yes, for sure. Glad to see some new faces. I'll be checking out your stuff, and I'm around the interwebs. Take care. Good night.